Welcome to the Valencia College Advisor Training Manual. In this section of the manual, we're going to give you a brief introduction to Atlas, the tabs within Atlas, and what each tab consists of. First thing you're going to want to do is log in using your username and password. The first page that's going to pop up is the My Atlas tab. This tab consists of multiple different resources, including the Atlas tools, which will allow you to show your Valencia ID, change your password, and update any personal information that includes your personal home address. Any personal or campus announcements will be posted here, so if there are any events going on throughout Valencia, this is most likely where they would be posted. A link to your email is provided here. Next to that is the library section. This allows students or employees to search the library for books, videos, DVDs, also provides the library hours and contact, and also a resource of style guides for MLA, APA, and Chicago. Underneath that is the online tutoring. These are links to resources provided to students that allow for online tutoring for many different subject areas, including math. Underneath that is the Valencia Alert System. This is a system that allows Valencia to reach out to employees and students if there's any kind of emergency on campus. So if there's anything happening that might affect the operations of that campus, Valencia will email, text, or call dependent on what is picked from the student or employee. Underneath that is Connect with Valencia. This is a section of social media sites that Valencia has with links to those sites. Next to that is the Atlas feedback section. This is an area that will allow you to give feedback to Atlas and tell them what you think. Underneath that is the Valencia Media. Many of these are student-run organizations. Finally, on the My Atlas tab is the new student orientation. This is important for students because if a new student comes to Valencia as a degree-seeking student, they must do an orientation. So students would click here to sign up regardless if they're transfer or a new student. The next tab is going to be the Courses tab. On the Courses tab, we are going to have an important dates section that tells students and employees what dates are coming up, a hot classes section that's promoting certain classes either online or on campus, the core competencies of the college. The next thing that will pop up is the My Courses section. This allows students to look at what courses they've signed up for or link them to Blackboard, which is the online courses hub. Underneath that is an academic profile of the student in which they can look at what year they are, what degree they are, what term they were admitted, and what their degree is. It will also show what advisors they have. If they'd like to select another term or the term that they've been here, they can select another term and look at transcripts or holds. Underneath that is going to be the student grades section, so a student can go back and look at any of the grades that they've earned at Valencia. If you are a teacher here, there's a Courses I'm Teaches section. This will give you access to your courses that you might be teaching, or as student, the courses I'm attending, which will also link you to Blackboard. Next to that is the registration screen. This is a very important screen for students and advisors, as this is where a student would go to register for classes. Students would click on the registration area and the pull-down menu would pop up with many different resources or things to get to register. The first is going to be the register for classes, where they would click to go right into the registration. My Financial Aid will give them access to look at their financial aid if they still need to turn in any kind of documentation. Online payment options is going to be a link to the business office to pay for their classes. Get My Books is an online place where they can access their books. The My Parking Permit is an area where they can register their card, print it out, take it to security, and get their parking permit. Students can also look up transcripts, grades, and holds. Also another area to where they can update the address, search for classes, update their transfer plan, look at their schedule in a detailed format which will include their teachers, their time, the campus they're at, and other things like that. And then there's a little time management tool that they can use as well. The next thing is going to be Classes My Way. This is going to be a little description on all the different types of courses Valencia offers to them. For students taking online courses, right below the registration tab is going to be Online Courses tab. This is going to be a direct link to Blackboard, which is the online course hub for students. We also have an Internship and Workforce Service tab, which is right on the Courses tab, that will give students a link to any internship services that we offer at Valencia. Next tab is another important tab for both advisors and students, which is the My Life Map tab. Within the My Life Map tab, there are 6 tools that students and advisors can take advantage of. The first is the Me in the Making tab. This is a search toolbar that will give students or advisors resources that they can look for school, work, their future. The next is the My Education Plan. This is a very important tool for both students and advisors, as many times this will be what advisors use to guide students. Many times students will do a My Education and bring it to an advisor to have it checked over. After that is the My Portfolio. The My Portfolio is a little storage tool that students can use to include any kind of documents. Maybe they worked on a paper in class, they'll be able to save it here. Below that is the My Career Planner. This is a great resource for students unsure about what they want to do. They can take the personality assessment, and this will match them up based on percentage on what jobs they may fit with. Next to that, you have the Job Prospects. The My Job Prospects looks at different salary ranges, what jobs might be hiring. The My Financial Planner is a place where students can go learn about finances, reading credit reports, and learning how to budget. The next tab is the Faculty tab. This is a tab that's only available to employees at Valencia or faculty members. You're going to have a dates calendar for faculty, a faculty support section with a bunch of how-tos for faculty, a faculty dashboard if you have any classes that you're teaching, any kind of assignments will be listed here, a place to put in grades, faculty development, and then faculty and advisor services. As an advisor, this is going to be the most important tool on this page for you. This is an area where you'll be able to go in, look up student degree audits, students' transcripts, and advise the student from this page. Also, an employee support area is also with many different tools as an employee that are provided. If you're needing to look up an email, there's also an email search that you can enter the VID below. The next tab is the Students tab. This is an important tab for students because it allows them to access many of the forms they will need throughout their time here at Valencia. It's also going to give some student activity information. It's going to allow them to pay their account balance online, look at any financial aid requirements they still may have, also provide resources, so any academic support, business office, financial aid, personal information, and reference information. Also an area to search different offices and services, a link to our skill shops that are offered here at Valencia. This is the place where students will come to apply for graduation. The student forms section is a very important section for students. This will allow students to look through admissions and records forms, any applications they need, whether it's for the honors college or a health science application, any forms that may need to be turned in to financial aid, or also any fourth attempt or registration type forms. The last tab that you will see as an employee would be the Employees tab. Students do not have this tab, just like the Faculty tab, but this is an area where you can look at the employees calendar, access any important information under the Employee Services area that HR may need. There's an Employees Information area, access to VBay, which is an online messaging board to sell or buy things, and then the Employee Support section, which also has many different and important support services to you as a new employee. Valencia also focuses on professional development, so they have a My Development section called The Edge. The last tab you'll see is the Help tab. This tab is a place if you have any issues with Atlas or anything that you need fixed with Atlas, this is where you'll come.